Hello, everyone. There's no one here. So, hello, one person that is joining right now. So, um, yeah, I'm basically enjoying teaching Spanish so much. Like, I love to see how people improve, and it feels good to know that it's because you've been helping them. Just the feeling of helping people, it's what I always looking for. And I thought that the only thing that would make me happy was teaching, I'm sorry, to give therapy to people, because it's helping people, but there are other ways to help, and teaching Spanish makes me feel like I'm helping as well in a different way, but still, you still have that feeling, you know? You know? Hang on. ¿Cómo estás, señorita? Muy bien, ¿cómo estás tú? Señor, señor. So, yeah, so it's nice to see like how people improve. Like it's it's like a nice feeling, I guess. Where I teach online, so I use Skype and give classes. And since I don't have like a lot of experience, I'm not charging like too much, but the feeling of like teaching, it's something that it's priceless, I guess. Mucho burro, tranquilo, tranquilo. um, and I don't have a lot of students, but the ones I have really make me feel happy and proud of them and proud of myself as a teacher. And I don't know, I never thought I would enjoy teaching as much as I thought. You're a therapist? What kind of therapist? So I'm a therapist as well, and um I've been looking for helping people for a long time because it's something I like to do, but it's hard to earn money out of that because, if someone's paying you, uh they kind of start feeling like it's fake, like you're doing just because of the money, and they think like you don't really care about them, but I do care. It's just at CMHC. Yeah, I get satisfaction from it. Um, and also because my degree is not valid in any other place other than my country, so it's hard to like have clients from other parts of the country because I don't have like the real license to do it, and I don't want to get in trouble, and it's a little bit complicated. So I'm just trying to find ways to help people in a legal way and not like get in trouble. So I thought teaching Spanish would be something nice. I mean, since I do know how to speak Spanish and a little English, I guess my English is not like super perfect, but I can do it. And if you're teaching English, it's not that important to know English. I'm sorry, if you're teaching Spanish, it's not that important to know English. You need to know the basic, I guess, but mostly Spanish. Aww, he said it was perfect. He said fantastic English. Okay, thank you guys. I love that. I love to know that. I've been struggling a lot with English. Like, The first time, I'm just gonna confess this. The first time I went to therapy, like psychological therapy, my main problem was I want to speak English because I just have a big fear inside me that it's not letting me do it, and I feel like I'm closing a lot of doors because I'm afraid to speak English and I need help. And that was the reason why I went to psychological therapy. Aw, thank you. No, aw. No, I mean, and this was like, wow, like maybe 7 years ago. And then I started like trying stuff, trying to, let it out. And then I start traveling and expose myself to situations where I just don't have any other choice than speak English. And I start doing Periscope, and that helped me as well. I'm from Guatemala. So so yeah, like a lot of things help me to just free myself from fear, and also because I care too much, like too much about my accent. Like I didn't like my accent. I didn't want to sound like Sofia Vergara. I didn't want to sound like too Latina, and that was one of my biggest concerns. I didn't want to have that kind of accent, and I know I have an accent, but I just learned to accept it. Just to say, okay, that's my accent, and that's fine. It doesn't have to be perfect, right? And I don't know. That was part of my growth as an um, bilingual person. You like Sophia's accent? I'm sorry, I love Sophia. Like her personality is awesome, and he's a character, and she's funny, and she's gorgeous. But I just wouldn't like to have that accent because it's too strong, and it's just weird. But I guess that's what makes her unique. So she has something to learn too. Your brother-in-law is from Guatemala. That's cool. You only have a mild accent. Wow, that's good. I mean, I like when people ask me like, "Where are you from?" I'm trying to guess your accent, and they just don't have any idea. I feel like that's good because I have a unique accent. So it's not like, oh, she's probably from, I don't know, Mexico, or she's probably from Spain. Like they never know, and that's good. That's good because I don't want to have like the, you know, common accent. And now I'm learning a lot with my students, Spanish students. I'm learning a lot about English and Spanish at the same time, and how different it is. And thank you. I didn't move to the US. I'm still struggling with that. I can't live in the US. I just have a visitor visa, so that's basically a permit to just visit for, I think, 6 months are is the limit. And right now I'm in Canada, and it's the same thing in here. I just have a visitor visa, and oh, you need a good American husband. I mean, I do have a boyfriend that it's from the U.S., but um, I don't. I'm not thinking of getting married because I fear the having kids um, process. That's true. I mean, I learned English when I was 7 years old. I mean, I started learning when I was 7 years old. Um, but I think I didn't practice enough when I was growing up. Of course, my school forced me to practice, but I would, I mean, if I think about it, I probably needed to practice more. And that's why I didn't became confident about my English because I didn't practice. But yeah, I guess all the knowledge that I have about English is because I started learning when I was 7. Like so I was always familiar with the language. And of course because US it's big country, powerful, globalization stuff. So in Guatemala we have a lot of American culture. Like it's a mix of Latino, America. So it's like you just get familiar with it. Oh god. No. Was it bad? Is it bad for me? Please give me good news. So I also applied for the lottery, green card lottery, and I was so excited. And of course, I didn't get it because I mean, it's really weird and rare if you get it. But I'm not gonna stop. Like I'm gonna try next year, next year, next year, and it's a struggle, but I'm not gonna give up just because I didn't get it this year. It's like not the end of the world. And in the meantime, I'm just gonna keep trying to get remote jobs like teaching Spanish, which I'm enjoying at the moment, and trying to earn some money remotely. And I think that's a nice way to do it. And I don't want to stop doing it right now. And I want to keep traveling and like trying to I know marriage is my ticket to the US. I know it. But what's the price? I mean, like that was what I was talking about in another scope. Like, if men get married, it's because they want to have kids. That's what someone said. Um, and that's scary. Oh, trust me, you would be able to concentrate. I'm a good teacher. I don't let my students um, get distracted. I'd rather you hear it or read it. However, listening to all you have to say, you would qualify. I would qualify? Not all men want kids. Well, I know my boyfriend wants kids, like, eventually. Of course, not right now. He's too young. But probably, like, 5, 6 years. And I'm still, like, I'm not sure if I want kids. I'm more like no than yeah. Hello, wife. So I don't know. I honestly don't know if I like it, and it's weird because I'm gonna say this just once and I'm not gonna repeat it, okay? But I'm on my 30s. Yeah. So it's weird because like all my friends are getting married, even my younger friends are getting married, and I'm sure they're gonna have kids and stuff. And I'm 30. I'm gonna be 31 soon, like in 1 month. And I still don't feel it. Like I still like I'm so grateful every single day that I don't have kids. Is that weird? Like, I get up, I wake up, and I'm like, wow, I have the best life that I could ever have. Like, I really, I appreciate my life so much. Like, I can get up at any time that I want. I don't have any baby responsibilities. If I don't have money and I'm like starving, it's just me with myself. And I don't have to like, I don't know, get desperate, stressed about someone else. I like your nose. Thank you. Many. So yeah, and the thing is that a lot of women have kids at their 40s, but it's a little bit risky, I've heard. Yeah, I think the secret is not having kids and you're gonna look young, forever young. But I mean, you I don't know. It's just that the only people that I know that don't have kids are my aunts. Like they just never wanted to have kids, and they are basically rich. I mean, one of them lives in London, the other one lives in Spain. Both are from Guatemala, which is a really poor country, like really. And I'm not a rich person. I didn't grow up in a rich family. Like, my life was a struggle the whole time. And maybe that's why I just see like having kids is gonna be a struggle, it's gonna be stressful, it's gonna like be hard. And I see my aunts and they just have nice jobs and salaries. Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, if you have to choose, like, my mom's life or my aunt's life, like, the logic answer is I choose my aunt's life because they don't have this kid's stress. Adriana is rich as fuck. Yeah, I have millions and millions in my bank account. I have a lot of bank accounts, guys. Oh my god. Yeah, that's the other thing that I don't like. Um, I feel like that's really selfish, especially with the woman. Like, hey, let's have kids, so we have to pay less taxes. And who's gonna like give birth? Who's gonna suffer for hours in the hospital? And then when the kid just born, who's gonna? I mean, honestly, like the woman take care more of the baby than the guy. That's like it's like in the 80% of cases, and it's like unfair and selfish just because they don't want to pay a lot of taxes. That's what I don't want to go through all that just because of that. You should go back to Germany. Germany sounds like a nice place to live. The taxpayer pays for the kids. I mean, if I was a guy, I would prefer for my girl to give birth and suffer so I can save millions. But since it's me, the one who's gonna like have her thing super, you know how it goes, I don't want to go through that. I rather pay my taxes than suffer something that's gonna last forever, literally. Like you're always gonna have a kid. and your body is gonna change, and you're never gonna have the body that you used to have. And you have to take care of that kid until he's or she's 18. That's 18 years of your life just to save money. Millions with me. Adoption. um I don't know. I've never been with someone that has a kid, so it's like a whole new world for me. Yeah, I'm afraid of giving birth, obviously. Like, you know what? I'm petite. Like, I'm tiny. Like, I'm a tiny person. Everything in me is tiny. Of course, I'm super afraid of giving birth. Like, I don't want my body to explode. No. And the thing is that the nightmare doesn't stop there. That's just part of it. But then you go to your house and you can sleep. You just won't sleep anymore, ever. Like you have to get up super early to cook, to clean, to change diapers, to discipline. Like, don't touch there. Don't go there. Um, whatever. um, Kids are mess. The kids are super expensive. Like they break stuff all the time. You have a nice thing, they're gonna break it. You have to pay it. You don't have time for yourself. Like you're always gonna look like a mess. Like your hair is a disaster. Your face is a disaster. Your clothes, it's gonna last for 20 years. Like you're gonna use the same clothes over and over again. Your gifts, like in Christmas, people are gonna give you I don't know, like uh stuff for the kitchen. Like they don't think about you and your personality. They think you're a mom. So we're gonna give you this thing to cook. And it, which kid traumatized you? Oh God. So, I mean, it's like the truth. And yeah, like I have a friend who has two kids, two girls, and yeah, that traumatized me. Like I see her life and I'm like, she doesn't have any life. She doesn't. She's just a machine functioning for her kids. That's it. Like she has no fun. She's stressed all the time. She's like running all the time. No. I mean, and her husband is not what I would call helpful. Like of course he gives money, but when he spends time with the kids is he they I mean he just put them to watch TV, and that's it. And that's what I feel like I would do, and I don't want to raise a kid like that. I don't want to put kids to watch TV the whole day. Like that's mean and selfish, and I know if I was a mom, I would give my everything, including my whole life, and I don't want to. So that's why I don't want to. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like kids are super expensive. They spend all your money and more. Like You think like, okay, I just have to buy food, diapers, and they don't go to school yet because they're babies, so what else can I? No, no, no. It's a whole thing that you cannot even imagine. Like, you have to spend a lot of money more than diapers and food. It's more than that. Like, way more than that. Fine, don't make them watch TV, make them clean like a real Latina mother. I'm showing our kids this in the future. Oh, hi, Kathy. Look, Johnny, mommy didn't want you. She didn't want you at 30, okay? We don't know what's gonna happen next. But right now, when I'm 30 years old, I don't want to have kids. Like, it's just a nightmare to me. Based on what I saw with my friend. I'm doing good, kitty. I was just saying that I'm enjoying teaching Spanish. It makes me feel good to see how people improve. The water of youth. 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 Um, so I don't know, guys. I don't know about you. I mean, you're guys, you're men, so it's different because if I was a man, I would like to have kids. Like, yeah, yeah. How fun to have a kid. I want I want a little kid with my face and play with him and teach him how to do sports, and it would be fun. But yeah, you're not the mom. The mom is the one that suffers. And at this point, I don't want to be a woman. And of course, I don't want to be a mom. It's just like a nightmare. Seriously. And guys need to understand that and stop being selfish and like ask for kids because they're not doing the hard part. You were an accident. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love kids. I do love kids. I just don't want to have my kids because that means I'm gonna be a slave forever. Like playing with kids and learning from kids and taking care of kids sometimes for a while. It's fun and I enjoy it. Teaching kids, it's fun. But giving birth in the first place, no thank you. And then changing diapers, cleaning, cooking. Oh my god, you have to cook like 70% of your life, like every single day, like every single day. Every single day. It's just like, oh, no. Yeah, I love to look at kids from distance. Yeah, they only do the fun part. What about when they're babies? Oh my god. Yeah, I have nephews too. Nephews, yeah. And I did have the experience of having kids in my house, and they are a mess. And it's fun to play with them. It's fun to learn from them. Like, they live in the moment. They don't have insecurities. Like, it's nice, but when it's your responsibility, it change. Like, it's too much. Like, I barely can handle myself and my emotions and take care of myself and just like having a routine every day and be having discipline in the stuff that I do and everything. It's hard, and just having like a little me that has no clue of how to do stuff. it's too much work. And I mean, if I was a lesbian, it would be different. I feel like lesbians probably take the same responsibility, but I'm not a lesbian and I don't trust guys to be fathers, and I don't know if that's gonna change. Like, I just know how guys are. Like, guys are always kids. Like, they never get mature. And I like that about guys. But when it comes to have a kid, I'd rather just have my boyfriend. Honestly, I don't want two kids. No, I mean, don't get me wrong. I love kids and I love guys and I love how guys are always fun, how guys are always cute and they have their inner child all the time. They like sports, they like games, they like competition. They're a mess. Like, they have priorities that are different from girls. Like, we care too much about like how we look and how we dress, blah blah blah. Guys don't really care too much, and they live their lives more because of that. They don't lose time getting ready and stuff that doesn't really matter. And I admire that from guys, and I admire how they relate with each other. Like, they're always loyal to each other, and their friendship is, or sometimes they fight and next day they're hugging each other. It's like men are just great creatures, but I'm not sure if I would have a kid with a guy because damn. You hate fetus? Oh my god. So yeah, I never date older guys. Yeah, probably I'm being too um I'm talking about like the guys that I feel attracted to, that they're probably not the more mature guys. So that's not a good thing. But if you think about it, if I feel attracted to guys that are not mature, that means I don't have, I mean, I shouldn't have a kid with them. So maybe it's a cycle. Like, because I don't want to have kids, then I'm attracted to guys that I know that won't be interested in having kids, or I wouldn't be interested in having kids with, because that protects me from having kids. You see that analysis? I'm a genius. Cougar. I'm a cougar. Um, where's Justin? No, don't call Justin. He just ruins my entire perspective of life. No, you just like young guys. Stop trying to defend yourself. I'm not even defending myself. I'm putting myself in like the fire right now. Like, I don't want to have kids. Like, I know that if I go with a mature guy, older guy, he would be so interested in having kids because he's like, with that pressure on, like, I'm getting old and I need to have kids, and this girl looks like she's fertile. She could have my kids and she's still young. So of course not. Like, I hide from those guys because no, because I know they want me to get pregnant. So I got with the younger ones because I know they're not interested, and if they are, they're going to take years to be interested in having kids, and that's good. That gives me more time. No. Well, that's also true. Older guys might have already kids, but there are guys that already have kids and they still want to have more kids with a different woman. And I'm not looking at you as a breather. Oh my god. Breather? Breather. And I don't want kids, to be honest. Well, I'm proud of you, Kitty. Really. I want 12 kids. I'm not proud of you. Oliver. Oliver Reyes. First, I gotta convince you on twins. You don't choose to have twins. I don't have twins genes, anyways. Fortunately. That that's tough. I mean, I've never been attracted to guys that have kids. Like, it's something that doesn't attract me because it means like if I'm in a relationship, I have to take the mom um, role, and I don't feel it. No, Oliver Reyes, we never gonna have kids, okay? Never. Especially if you have genes for the twins. It's not gonna happen. I'm just gonna hide from you. You're scary. No. So I think I'm gonna leave now, guys, because my phone is like low on battery. But this was fun. I didn't have a call today, which is weird. Maybe it's because of the time. But I'm gonna try tomorrow and see who's gonna come here and bother me. Who's the next um, troll in my scope? And I'll make another one that's a little bit longer. This one was fast, but I'm leaving right now. Maybe you can call in the next one. And thank you for watching, guys. Bye bye. Oh, wait, yeah.